Hello, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fam. Thank you for watching. I'm in a really good mood today because I know I am doing everything I can. I know I'm giving everything 110%. And that's really all we can do. Everything else is out of our control. I'm also in a good mood because I'm this much closer to Miami now and my birthday. And because this is how my brain works, it's not even April, but I'm already planning for July and August, thinking of what I'm going to do with the family, if we're going to go anywhere, where we're going to go, what that's going to look like, how much is it going to cost, if anything, and excited to see what shape everything will take in a couple of months. And also I'm in a good mood because my hair is really growing in earlier than it was even supposed to. My hair transplant doctor said that the transplanted hair wasn't supposed to start growing till May, but I think it's coming in earlier. This may be gross for some of you, but I've got a ton of zits. Ew, look at that. I think all of these zits means that the hair that was transplanted is cooking. It's cooking and it's gonna blossom soon. It'll be blooming. I hadn't done a close-up update in a while, but I'm real happy. All right, on to business. A couple of weeks ago on my podcast, we spoke about Wendy Williams and her return to daytime television and how I thought it was very lacking. She touched upon the headlines, but didn't go into any specifics. And speaking of the podcast, pause. My latest podcast is out now. You can listen to the Perez Hilton podcast with Chris Booker on iTunes or directly at perezpodcast.com. This week we have a couple good exclusives. We talk the college cheating scandal. We talk a lot more. I am having a brain fart about everything else, but check it out. It's out now. We talk Vanderpump Rules, The Bachelor, blah, 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 blah. Wendy Williams today revealed to her audience that she has been getting help for addiction. She is in a sober living facility and has been attending meetings as well. What Wendy Williams did not tell her audience is that when she came back to television, she had previously said that her absence was due to Graves' disease. And what Wendy Williams also did not tell her audience was that this morning, the Daily Mail newspaper contacted her team because that is standard protocol when a newspaper is going to write an exclusive on an entertainer. They had obtained the exclusive photos of Wendy at the sober living facility, and they were going to run it. Before they could run that, Wendy decided to share her truth herself. But she only did that because her hand was forced. If she would have been honest with her fans from the get-go, she would have avoided all of this. And Wendy Williams is somebody whose brand I thought was all about honesty. I just spit, didn't I? Or maybe you didn't see that. I'm very disappointed in Wendy. I expected honesty from her, and this lack of transparency is not a good look. In my opinion. Am I clearly mistaken here? I don't think I am. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section down below as per usual. And also, as always, I will put links down below so you can read, see, or hear more. All right. In other news, from Wendy Williams to somebody that hopefully will be going to rehab soon, Paris Jackson. According to reports, Michael Jackson's daughter, her loved ones are trying to get her to go to rehab, saying that she's struggling with both mental health and substance abuse issues, these reports claim. However, she is refusing to seek treatment and is being very public about her distaste for the media. Specifically, there was a story that was written about her falling asleep behind the wheel at a gas station. And she says she just had her eyes closed listening to music. And she says that this has been nonstop BS this past week. It sucks. It's unfortunate. ... And Paris Jackson has chosen to be in the public eye, unlike her two brothers who live mostly private lives. The youngest, I could barely even... I mean, I probably know what he looks like, but that's me. I would guess you have no idea what Blanket Jackson looks like. I still have sympathy for this girl. She's only 20 years old. As I spoke about yesterday, has to deal with everything that comes with being Michael Jackson's daughter and what he did while he was alive. All of the things he did and, the shadow that he has left behind. So just sending her positive vibes. And somebody who didn't go to rehab but has been going to meetings is LALA KENT from Vanderpump Rules. She has come out as an alcoholic, which is a big step. Some people may drink too much, but not identify as alcoholic. If you're identifying as alcoholic, to me, that means you really had a problem and you need to be sober. That's what she said, Lala, that she needs to be sober. And thankfully for her, she's got the support of her fiance, Randall Emmett, to be by her side. And I send her support, and I think it's amazing. My podcast co-host, not so much. He was bemoaning another sober Vanderpump Rules cast member on the podcast this week. Well, I don't really care because I don't watch the show, so I'm not invested in the drama there. All right, in other news, speaking of drama, you know how Khloe Kardashian loves to share inspiring messages across social media? She'll post all these sayings. Well, Khloe just posted one saying, love this, love that, love thy racist neighbor, was one of the many things she said. I'm sure she didn't write it. She probably didn't even read the whole thing, but you would think she would if she's saying, oh, this is a great mantra. Love thy racist neighbor. Khloe Kardashian is teaching her black daughter to love racists. I don't think Martin Luther King loved racists. I don't think Maya Angelou loved racists. I don't think Oprah loves racists. You can try to educate them. But, I don't know, just that whole phrase, it just rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm not a black person, clearly. My black, fabulous followers, what do you think about this? Am I reading this the wrong way? Is it actually a good thing to love the racist? Because I'm only speaking for myself. All right, in other news, an update on that whole college cheating scandal. USC has revealed that all of those involved in the college bribery scandal are currently under review and can't enroll in classes. The school said in a statement, these students have been notified that their status is under review. Following the review, we will take the proper action related to their status up to revoking admission or expulsion. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that if these students are doing well at USC, if they are excelling in school and contributing to the community in a positive way, they should stay. Unless it was proven that they were also complicit or guilty, like the daughters of Lori Loughlin, who faked being on the crew team. All right. If you knowingly did something bad, you're out of there. But if it was just your parents doing it, I think you should be given a chance to stay, especially if you're doing well in school. What do you think? Today is super audience participation, my friends. Let me know in the comment section down below. In other news, some couples news. Stranger Things actress Millie Bobby Brown just turned 15 last month, and she's already got her second public boyfriend. The 15-year-old is dating David and Victoria Beckham's son, Romeo Beckham. When I heard this story about her and her ex, I said to myself and my podcast co-host, and maybe even in the video, 14 is way too young for my daughters or son to be dating. But her parents, their rules. She's the breadwinner. That complicates things. In other news, Ariana Grande kicked off her Sweetener tour last night, and I loved all of the clips that I saw. If you want to check out video from the opening night, you can check it out at the link down below. I'm old, though. I was really excited to go see Ariana in concert, and then I saw that in Los Angeles, she's performing on Monday and Tuesday in May. On Monday and Tuesday night, I'm about to be 41. No. And then I checked Vegas, and she's doing Vegas, but I'm already going to be going to Vegas the weekend of April 27th because I'm doing a live podcast show in Las Vegas on Saturday, April 27th. If you're going to be in town or you live there, I hope to see you there. So I'm probably not going to see Ari. Hopefully she comes into town a second time for a second leg, and it's on a Friday or Saturday night. And finally, one of my other favorite musicians, CARDI B, is expanding her resume. She is getting into acting, which is not a shock because she went to the Performing Arts School in New York City. And she's going to be starring in a role that she'll be really good at because she lived it. She's going to be playing a stripper in Jennifer Lopez's new Avenging Strippers movie. Wouldn't it be wild if CARDI B won an Oscar for that? I kind of really want that. I mean, not that the bar is that high for this movie, but I'm curious and appreciative. Thank you for watching this video. You're amazing. Mwah! If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit the like button, leave a comment, follow, subscribe, share. Mwah.